Hello and welcome to Palma, Mallorca, in the middle of the Med, and we're back at the Palma International Boat Show looking at lovely boats, because that's what we do on the Marine Channel. And we've seen Eagle before on the channel, the Eagle 38, that was here last year and the year before. This year they've got a new one, a 46. Here it is, let's have a look. It's a very fine vessel, as the 38 was, but this one is a little bit more spacious. It's got more in terms of accommodation, and it's a very lovely thing. So I'll just take you along, get the gist of it. There's the deck, the coach roof. There we are. They're made in Holland. This is hull number 1 of the 46. There's hull number 2 is in production, but this is number 1, so it's a brand new. September 24. This was made. I'll take you around. Why not? So let's start here on the aft deck and wander up the port side, admiring this boat's quality through and through. What I'm walking on is called Eco Deck. So obviously it's not mahogany, it's not wood, it's not teak, it's Eco Deck. So probably fairly low maintenance, you'd imagine. Coming right up here to the jib. Sails wise, you've got the main and the jib. There's a Jenica, and there's also a helix that can go in that slot there and provide, a helix is halfway between a Code Zero and a Jenica, and that provides a bit of extra gas when you want to go fast downwind. But it's very pretty. And as I said, it's slightly more spacious than the 38. So I'll take you down. Well, first let's have a look at the cockpit, because again, it's all pretty stylish down here. One thing I quite liked, everything's electronic. So, you know, that's quite smart, isn't it? Jib in, out, the furler in, out, and then you can adjust the backstay on this, which is very cool. Rather than, you know, getting up there and fiddling around with cables in the wind, you can just do it all from this very pleasant helm station. And now the cockpit is spacious and comfortable. Lots of drinks holders and all that sort of thing. But this boat, you could be specced up. So this is how it looks. It's in Kingston grey, the colour. We'll have another look at that at the end. But you can choose whatever colour you like, I guess. And then down here, kitchen-wise, galley-wise, I should say, you've got little 2-burner hob there, sink, fridge. But if you wanted an oven and more fridges or whatever, you speak to Leonardo Yachts, and they'll make it how you want it. It can sleep 5, so there's a little bunk down there, and then you could get 2 on these, on either side, and then there's a little double up top. There are some nice features on board, like this. There's a little USB phone charging thing there, that's quite cool. Loads of cupboard space. For it's a 46-foot boat, it's like a day sailor plus. So let's call it a weekend cruiser, I think. It's much more spacious than the 38 down below. Just lots of lovely details, like this switch gear here. I mean, look at that panel, it's lovely. More of these USB slots, nicely finished like that, and then for your electrics, similar sort of things for the coffee machine and the kettle there. So it's very neat indeed. Very impressed with the heads. Have a look at these. How's that for style? I suppose it's a sort of wet room kind of thing, so you shut the door, it's all sealed. There's the loo, and very civilised indeed. These boats are available for around about 725 euros, and that's not including tax, so you'd have to pay VAT on that. Right, let's go outside again, because that's the best place to enjoy this boat. That is the Eagle 46. There's the Kingston Grey again, which is a really nice sort of almost bluey grey. It's quite a stylish colour. I like it a lot. They make around about 10 of these a year in Holland, depending on how many they sell, obviously. But yeah, not a bad weekend run around. Nice job. Thanks for watching. Keep clicking on all the buttons you need to click on YouTube to, keep us doing these things, and we'll bring you more when we get them. Have a good one. Cheers.